Hello again, welcome to another Advent video. Have you got your tree up? I hope you have by now. And soon be the big day where we can hopefully all open some nice presents, eat some nice food, have a nice relaxing time. So, let's open up the box, see what we have for you today. Another brochure. And probably the last brochure, so if you don't like me flicking through brochures, don't worry. This will be the last one you see. There's plenty of other different things I've tried to do, but thinking up what to do over the course of 24 videos is a bit difficult. Now this brochure's a bit dusty. I haven't got very many of these. They were sort of coming to the end of producing lots of brochures. In fact, now if you go into stores, you don't really see brochures, do you, so much? I used to pick them up throughout the mainly through the 80s and 90s. I used to grab loads of brochures. This has still got a sticker on, I couldn't get it off, from Alders from Clifton Moor in York. That's no longer there. Now I don't know if you can quite see. Oh, you can just about see if I hold it up. You see how it's embossed? There we go, look. Very swish, embossed with floor care. And there's a Turbo Power 3 on the front cover of this one. Now it's going to be a bit harder to show you because Hoover have gone for a different format. Instead of sort of A4 that way, they've decided to do it that way. But I will edit this so you'll be able to see the pictures a bit closer. I'll scan this brochure in, you see, so I can show you the full bit here while I'm talking to you, and then I'll obviously spend some time editing in. So we've got the introductory page showing one side, Turbo Power 3, stair cleaning, and it's showing carpet, and it's showing some stairs, curtains and upholstery, water and shampooing, the odd spill, ceramics and wood. And at the end we've got the Hoover Alpina. And I've got a couple of endorsements here. So Original Pergo are endorsing, or being endorsed here, for hard floors, and on the other side, Axminster Hoover upright cleaners are recommended by Axminster Carpet Company and many other carpet manufacturers as the right way to care for your carpets. So here we've got a bit of blurb telling you of the importance of buying a Hoover to keep your home clean and your carpets protected and longer lasting. So, I don't know, I was going to say no turbo powers. I think they're still here. I think the turbo powers are still here. But no Turbo Masters now, they've gone. I'm not sure on the date of this, I think we're into the 90s now. So again, it's another page just introducing uprights, but it's mainly focusing on the Turbo Power 2 and 3 cleaners. And we've got now introducing the new stair cleaning system of Turbo Power 3. So stair cleaning vacuums were starting to become popular. The original Turbo Power 2s couldn't reach right up the stairs, so the Turbo Power 3 had a longer hose, and this picture obviously shows some hideous wallpaper, but the lady is managing to reach right to the top of her stairs with her Turbo Power 3 with stair cleaning. And then we see a little cutaway of a Turbo Power showing the air path. And this Permabag System 2 with the dirt release tongs. The first Permabag System 2 didn't have the dirt release tongs because I had one. These tongs helped to sort of pull the dirt out, especially hairs and stuff. You could wash that, but it was rather messy to empty. But it was a Hoover's earlier attempt at going bagless. So here we go, onto the range itself, the Turbo Power 3. So we've got the top range with stair cleaning. They've all got stair cleaning actually. High performance complete stair cleaning system. So we've got U2880 top model, U2878 the mid range, and the U2876 bottom. The U2876 is the most like the Turbo Power 2 I still have, apart from it has the stair cleaning. I've got the lighter blue and the dark blue Turbo 2s, which are the same. I think it has the high wattage, yes, I've got a new high wattage 1000 watt motor. Then you've got this with the Auto Sense feature, and then I believe the top model had the Auto Sense and the Perma bag. All very dark colours now, very, especially between the top model and the mid model. Very hard to choose between the colours. They look exactly the same. One of those in a white would have looked very nice, I think. So we've still got Turbo Power 2s, and all now, look, I think that's black, the top model, but they're all very dark now. Hoover have gone into their dark period, haven't they? So we've got U2466, U2464 and U2462. So I think that's still, yes, that's the model I've got. And again, you've got the Auto Sense and then the Auto Sense with Perma bag. So 6 models. Why the need for 6? You'd think Hoover would have just dropped these, because if people want an upright, they want it to clean up the stairs, don't they? So why have these as well? Ridiculous, but that was Hoover. And now even more, so a bit of colour added. So Turbo Powers are still clinging on at this stage with the Turbo Power 1, they're now called. With a top model, this, I don't know if it's got Auto Flex, I think they dropped that on that. So that's the top model here. That was quite a popular one, the U2798 total system. Sort of a cheapest, probably the cheapest Hoover upright with tools attached. Then you've got, oh, that's the one I think I've got, or very similar, U2806. It might not be that particular model, but I've got one very like that. You'll have seen that on my channel. And no, I don't have that particular Junior. It's a bit different. But then you've got the Turbo Junior. So Hoover's still got the traditional dirty fan uprights in their range. Of course, the Turbo Power 3s and Turbo Power 2s were a clean fan. Cylinders, no Sensortronics. Alpinas took the place, and Hoover were claiming Alpina, the quietest vacuum cleaner Hoover has ever made. I wrote to Hoover after I bought an Alpina or two, this ridiculous, the power of silence. I wrote to them and not very happy that they weren't exactly quiet. They weren't noisy, but they weren't quiet. Quiet is, by my standards, is like my AEG Ultra One Green. That's probably the quietest vacuum I've got. These weren't quiet. I've got 2 Alpinas. I don't think I've not actually shown them, and I've had them for ages. I've just got a bottom model, which is probably, I'm going to show you on the next page. There's a little girl there. She's having a sleep while apparently somebody's vacuuming up round her. I don't think that would happen somehow. Never mind. This is the model I've got, the SC186. I've got that brand new, not used. So this is the dumbed down, because when Alpinas were launched they had some more deluxe versions, and if you look at my channel I've done an Alpina sort of advert which had a remote control, the Trier Boost. These, they've simplified the range, and they've just got the 2 models. The top models have got slide control, and the bottom model has got a rotary control for the suction. Not a lot to choose between, especially these 2. What is the difference? And there's not a lot, surely. This has got a 1400 watt motor, that's a 1300 watt motor, but I don't think there's a lot of difference between the 2. 9 meters of cable, so Hoover thinking, oh, people want extra cable, so that's a step forward. But really, again, why these very similar? I mean, why all 3, really? It's hardly any difference. What I would have done, if I was anything to do with Hoover, I would have had a top model with remote control and a power head, then the middle model, you know, with variable speed, and then maybe a base model without variable speed. In fact, I think later on they did a base model that was fixed speed. Right, we're on to the Aquajet. Aquajet 5000, I had one of those from new. That was like a beefed up Aquamaster because it had a pump. So you could actually clean your upholstery and stairs easier because it actually pumped the solution. And it had this, I've forgotten what they call that style of nozzle, but it's the same style of nozzle that the George uses. It's on the tip of my tongue. This is S4514, but I always preferred the nozzle that came with the Aquamaster. In fact, I'm sure I fitted to my Aquajet an Aquamaster nozzle. It left the carpet drier, I found. So there's the Aquajet 5000. So that's the only multifunction cleaner now. Still got the shampoo polisher. F4002, so I've got one of those. Mine's slightly different graphics, but it's the same, more or less. And what's on the next page? Wet and dry and handheld. So we've still got the brush vac. This is a second generation. Basically it's just had a revamp colour wise, and now the dirt cup is transparent, sort of a smoky finish. I had that model, and I had the optional cleaning tools. Doesn't actually show them, I don't think, here. I had both double duties. There's a little spoof advert on my channel for the double duty. I think they were made in the USA, those. I know the USA had those models. Well, the USA had the brush vac too. And then I had this one too, the Panther wet and dry car vac. So that was plugged into the cigarette lighter socket. Unfortunately, when my lovely little dog Rupert was a pup, he somehow, I don't know how I managed to leave it around, but he managed to get hold of the lead for that and chewed it and ruined it completely. Foolishly, I think I threw it away when I could have probably got another lead for it. Anyway, we make these mistakes, don't we? So I think that could be it for the cleaners. I'm not sure. Is there anything else? Oh no, there's nothing else apart from the specifications. Uprights. So the range really is quite reduced to what it used to be, but in my opinion they could have reduced it a bit more really, but anyway. It doesn't say where they made this one. It did on the other brochures, but I can safely say that all the uprights were made in the UK. The Alpinas I think were too. I think by this time they might have closed the factory in France. The Aquajet shampoo polishers, probably UK. Probably the handheld ones, they are probably the ones that weren't made in the UK. Oh, there's another page. Oh, got a lovely picture on the back. I like that picture showing 3 styles of Hoover cleaner. I think I've used that as my picture on my Facebook page. Might have used it on my YouTube page as well. And then we've got details about Hoover's customer care charter, their 5-year parts guarantee, and they've still got, by appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, manufacturers of vacuum cleaners and laundry equipment, Hoover Limited, Merthyr Tydfil. Has this got a date on it? Might have. Oh, here we are. Nice of them to produce a date for a change. They often did a little bit of a date on the back, or coded it. But it actually says printed October 1994, this brochure, and nothing on the back apart from the back of an Alpina. So there we go, that was what was available, the main range of cleaners from Hoover available in 1994. Hope you've enjoyed looking through that brochure with me. Tune in tomorrow for another Advent video. What could I be showing you tomorrow? I've no idea myself yet, but tune in at the same time and you'll see what I've got to show you. So until then, it's goodbye from me.